What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Sunday morning edition of the Daily Juice podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt. We're always being brought to you by BetMGM right here on BettingPros.com. The offer is above me. $10, win $150 at any event, or $5 to win $100 using the promo code JUICE100 or JUICE150. Both work. Both will be qualified for today. BetMGM.com. JUICE100 or JUICE150. Pick and choose your promo code. $5, $10. The $5 bet is touchdown on side total or money line. $10 bet, anything you want to bet. All right, so look it is late, and I mean late. It is 12:10 on the Pacific Coast time right now. I just got home from Wilder Fury. I'm exhausted. All right, so you're going to have to, this is going to be a fast podcast, okay? I'm going to give you my picks. I'll give you a quick breakdown as to where I'm going, and then I'll explain more on our live stream coming up at 8 o'clock in the morning, which is in, by the time I load this and put it up, it's going to be like 6 hours. 6:30 in the morning is the first kick, by the way, for the Jets game in Atlanta. I will not be awake to watch much of that, but we'll be on. Dan Harris and I will be on the live stream. Dan will be talking a lot on the live stream himself because I'm going to be so darn tired from all of this. But losing day could have been a disaster. If Tyson Fury did not win, it would have been the single worst day in the history of the Daily Juice podcast. Luckily, that did not happen. We got basically everything wrong. The live bet on Oklahoma saved me in the Discord channel, so that game was a wash. Alabama, in the first half, they were losing at the break. And then they lost the game outright, which killed the teaser, which I got the first two legs. I did great in combat sports tonight. I went 3-0 on my picks for combat sports, but that's about it for getting things right. It was just a kind of a bad day. So overall, down 2 units. Not going to go over every bet, but that fight was so incredible. Tyson Fury is such an incredible athlete. Deontay Wilder deserves a ton of credit for just showing how much heart he had, what he did. It was unbelievable. Unreal night. Awesome atmosphere. I feel incredibly lucky to be living in this city and to get to do these things and go. And I drive home, a 20-minute drive from arguably the greatest heavyweight fight we've seen in the last, in my lifetime, that was the greatest heavyweight fight I've ever seen with my own eyes. Unreal. Huge win for Fury. Could have stopped it in the 8th, in the 9th, in the 10th. I mean, a lot of unnecessary damage I felt for Deontay Wilder, but hopefully he'll be okay. Tyson Fury now moves on. That trilogy, that chapter is over, and now we can go and see what will happen next for Fury. He has got to fight an automatic qualifier, automatic challenger in Wallin. Got to fight that dude. He'll kill that guy, and then he's probably going to fight Usyk if Usyk beats Joshua, and then we have an Usyk versus Fury unification fight, probably sometime in late 2022, which probably happens in Europe. And that fight will be insanity if that fight happens. And watch out for Usyk. Okay, I'm telling you right now, watch out for that cat. He's a different animal in the heavyweight division. And Fury, I don't know. He went down twice in the 4th round, and that was when the fight needed to end for Deontay Wilder. He couldn't end it. And then that was really, from that point on, it was all. Some people's cards were so whacked out. There was a very prominent media member who had Deontay Wilder winning the fight after the 7th round. What fight were you watching, guy? I mean, I don't understand that. It was from basically the 5th round on, it was all Tyson Fury. But so we got that right. The first and maybe only ever 3-unit bet on the Daily Juice podcast, because we had to bet it to get a unit back, and we got a unit back on that fight. So ended the night on a positive. All right, so I've already given you Texans plus 9.5. I'm going to give you 3 other plays here going for today. And, well, let me just quickly give you the picks for the Daily Juice team and for the BettingPros and for the Pushing the Odds team, my other team, for me for us here for the Circa Million. 5-0. Okay, so we went 5-0 last week for Daily Juice. I went 10-0 in totality. We're going Panthers -3, Saints -2.5, Titans -4.5, Bengals +3, Niners +5.5. That is the Daily Juice team. My other team is Panthers -3, Saints -2.5, Bengals +3, Raiders -5.5, and the Browns +2 are the 5 picks for my personal team. Okay. So I have a personal bet on the Bills +3. All right, so this is the biggest game of the day, Sunday Night Football. I'm not going to give it out officially because I hate the play. It's so incredibly public. But I might come back with an official play if you want to play this strategy with me. I laid the +3. In game, I'm hoping the Bills score first, and then the Chiefs come back and win the game. So we can middle this potentially, where we get like a +3 and then like a plus, I don't know, we get the Chiefs plus like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, somewhere in that range. And we potentially go for a middle on that. It's really public. Pros are on the Chiefs. I'm on the Bills. I bet it early because I thought the number was going to drop below 3 again, and it did. It's 2.5 right now. So I'm sitting on a 2.5 on a +3 for the Buffalo Bills personally. Not going to make it official because I hate the play. But what are the official plays? Okay, again, like last week, I'm going to follow the bets from our, the same philosophy I've used. If the numbers haven't changed all that much, I'm going to use the same breakdown, same philosophy that I've got for the Circa Million that I'm going to use for my wagering. Now, it makes either a great week or an awful week, but you can feel free to fade these if you want, but this is where I'm going. Texans +9.5 is the first official play, 1 unit. Second play, Saints -2.5. Okay, it's under a field goal on the road at Washington. Washington did not look good against Atlanta. They got the win in the cover late thanks to kind of a miracle McKissick play in the fourth quarter. I think that defense is not very good. I think Jameis can go to work on that defense. Overrated. I think the Saints defense is very good. I think Heineke's going to have a tough time moving the football here. I know they got a new offense. I know they're at home. Only laying 2.5. I like New Orleans -2.5 here for 1 unit. Browns +2 on the road at the Chargers. You can take money line if you want, but I just think this Browns team, I know Baker's shoulder's an issue, but Baker's got a non-throwing shoulder injury. I think he'll be fine as long as he's not taking big hits. That offensive line for the Browns, I think, go to work, and I love the Browns defense here up against this Chargers team. I think everyone's kind of a little bit too high on the Chargers, and I know what they've done. Brandon Staley's impressed the heck out of me here, but I think this Browns team understands what's at stake. They need to win. Browns +2, and maybe the one pick that nobody likes, but I'm fading Aaron Rodgers up against the Bengals. I like the Bengals a lot. I've liked them all year. I think this is a coming out party for Joe Burrow against that secondary for the Packers, which is not very good. And I think this is an opportunity. That defense is not very good. I think this is a big opportunity for this Bengals team at home. Home dog +3. I love it. I think the Bengals come out and ball out here. I'm taking the +3 here with the Bengals. So the official card here, 4 plays. I will add a Wong teaser during the live chat on YouTube between Dan Harris and myself. We will do that. We'll get that together with you guys. So we're going Texans +9.5, Saints -2.5, Browns +2, Bengals +3, all for 1 unit, all official plays. The Bills come later, +3 on the Bills later. That's a personal play on the Bills +3, but I'm going to do some funky stuff with that, hedging off of that and whatever with that because it's so darn public. And then I will have a teaser, a Wong teaser coming up. There's some interesting. The Raiders is a great teaser leg potentially, but the total may be a little bit too high. It may not be 49, it may be 51. It may be too high on that Raiders game. But the Browns game is definitely one I'm going to eyeball. The Bengals game I will eyeball. And there's some other games in there that we'll probably jump on for the Wong teaser that we'll get involved with coming up for during the chat with Dan Harris and myself. But that's the official play with 4 bets going. Texans +9.5, Saints -2.5, Browns +2, Bengals +3. 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Time. Dan Harris and I will talk to you in the YouTube live chat. We'll keep going with that, and then I'll give out the Wong teaser. Dan Harris will have prop bets that we'll make as well that we'll add to the card. But until then, I'll talk to you later on this morning for the live chat off of BettingPros.com and the BettingPros YouTube channel. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter @SportsTalkMatt. Each and every morning, it's the Daily Juice podcast right here on BettingPros.com. Always being brought to you by BetMGM.